So I've gone out a few times to try to fish to some of my spots. One of them frozen over, couldn't fish it. Other one, a flyby. Parts of it were frozen, other parts weren't. So I fished the parts that weren't frozen, didn't get anything. And then I'm at another spot today because the other day when I went out it was like 57, but then it started getting chilly. And it started getting dark, so I left. This spot I'm at, that side of it is frozen, this side is not, and it's got the two little aerators. So I've tried a few times, a few different spots, tried different things. So, because I'm in Ohio, central Ohio, which is not like the southern states where they can try something and boom, get, up here it's different because you're in the north. Everything is different. Temperatures are different, water, just overall temperature, water temperature, all that stuff. So I did try a baby bass fluke, didn't get nothing off of that. And then I tried a green pumpkin red thing, didn't get nothing off of that. Then I tried this pearl white fluke, and I just did it a few times. I'm getting ready to move because I'm fishing towards the wind, which is hard. So, but I do know one time that I fished against the wind and I landed a huge one on my friend's property pond. But I'm gonna try a few more times. It's about 57, 60 degrees. So I don't know, we'll see. So I'm not gonna say the other word, but my crap cooker's on. I almost slipped right there, which would have been bad, but it's okay. I'm used to falling when you're my age and older. Pretty much laugh, get up, brush it off, keep going. But I was gonna say, so yeah, so it's obviously, you see where it's overcast. It's perfect, like perfect weather conditions. In the north, obviously, we have to go a little bit slower because the fish are not feeding as much, and they're down at the bottom. So aim for that, and then reeling slower in. I'm gonna probably move down a little bit and see. I don't know, but yeah. And I almost forgot to say, so I'm going to start doing more content from my GoPro. I got the strap for it to go on my chest. I thought about doing the one on the hat, but I feel like it's kind of awkward. So I'm just going to do the chest. So depending on the angle and the shots and stuff, I'm not sure, but to get more live action of me fishing versus doing this. And I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so gonna do something different, and then putting my videos out on YouTube. And I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so just be looking out for that. And I'm gonna try to do more hikes. I've done all the hiking spots around where I'm at, so I'm gonna branch out and do further out, and then do those on my GoPro too, so it'll be good. So there is, it's frozen over here, and then it's frozen over on that side. But this whole side right here is not. So, and there's an aerator there, and over here somewhere there's a small aerator. I think right there. So yeah. So this whole area, it's got a lot of algae vegetation on the bottom, I think, and the fish sit there in the middle of it. So yeah, I was gonna say something else and I forgot. There's cats. So there's cat, bass, bluegill. I think that's all that's in this, and there may be more. I'm just not sure. I've caught the cats, decent sized cats. They like obviously the worms and stuff. But I've just always been brought up with catfish. I know some people use dough balls, have people make them dough balls and use dough balls. I've always been taught to use shrimp. Let me see what else. What else? There was something else. Shrimp, and then you just let them marinate in like some Kool-Aid mix for a week or something. I know there's something else, I can't think of it right now, but okay, so I'm calling it a day. I'm losing light. It's I tried what else did I try? I tried the watermelon grain flake, and I also tried the blue black or black blue power worm. Didn't get nothing off of that. So yeah, I'm gonna call it. And plus I gotta use the restroom, and I have not ate nothing, so I'm hungry. Watermelon red flake, that's what I did. I usually can get off the watermelon red flake, black blue, or blue black too, especially up here in the north. So, but nope, it's just nothing is working, and I've tried all that I figured we might get something, but it's okay. So until next time. So I did want to mention that I actually have a kayak rack on top of my car because I used to own a kayak, not a fishing kayak, just a regular kayak. But I did try kayak fishing with it, and it's just not for me. There's too much you got to do, and I don't have time or patience for all that. So kudos to those that can. That's not me. I will do bank fishing, or if I have a friend that has a boat, go fishing on their boat, which I have some that do, so it's okay. So I'm good, but I'm strictly sticking to bank fishing mostly. So yeah. Of course I have to go. My bladder is gonna explode. It's closed for winter. Oh my gosh. You know, I will tell you that there have been times that I've been out on like my hikes and stuff, and in like hard places to get to that it take me a while to get back from, that I've had to go to the bathroom, and I've just gone in the woods, because that's how I grew up. I grew up a tomboy, climbing trees, catching crawdads out of the ditch, throwing a football. So for me, like camping, fishing, all that stuff. So for me, doing that stuff, it don't bother me. I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You'll find a spot and squat. And I don't need no TP either. I'll just shake it off. Plus, I've been over in the Middle East, and we didn't have bathrooms. You had to go a hole in the ground, or Gatorade bottle with the wide opening, go in that, and then once you get enough accumulated, you dump them off somewhere. I mean, survival of the fittest, you do what you gotta do. But this is me signing off. Sayonara, good night.